Hey everybody, welcome back
Hello.
to this week's episode. This one's a little different. As we mentioned before, Alyssa gave me the full
Control.
full control. I don't know what fully controlled her, but
Yeah, I'm just sitting here, no notes in front of me, not knowing what's about to happen, but I'm kind of loving it.
yeah, I bet. So I tried recording this episode earlier in the week, and it didn't work out because I figured I need Alyssa for this one. So
Yay.
I invited her to kind of join me for the first episode. And so I didn't have anything planned when I initially first recorded this. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go in. Something's bound to come up. Like I'll think of something. I feel like I BS'd through a lot of school, and I graduated.
Same
so
though.
I was hoping that this would be the same, but unfortunately, it's not. I think I put too much pressure on myself, but I was yapping and yapping about nothing, and then I was like, you know what? I kind of wanted to make this a Marbles radio. For this episode. So when I got that idea, I was like, oh, maybe I could talk about this, but this is why I need Alyssa. So my idea for this today is I want to actually talk about how we met and
All right.
what was going through our heads kind of
Oh gosh.
in the first month that we started talking, in in celebration
Right.
of our wedding
in 2 days.
right. So as you know, we are getting married in a couple days, but you will be listening to this after the fact. So to kind of tie in this Marbles radio thing, I wanted to also play the official song that we are dancing or that we danced to
Babe.
at our wedding that I wrote. I wrote a song for Alyssa.
That's so cute.
And I wanted to
Well, it was my idea. I was like, I think that should be our song for the first dance. But you wrote it, so that was your idea.
right. I wrote it. I wrote the song and everything, and then I showed it to Alyssa, and she was like, I want that to be our first dance.
It's perfect.
And so I thought it was really cute. And just because Spotify listens, and I don't know how the whole copyright thing is gonna happen. Technically, it's not even up because I don't have it on any streaming platforms. So it should just we shouldn't get flagged or copywritten or anything.
Isn't it your song?
It is. So that's why I want to say that I am the singer-songwriter.
Right. All rights are yours.
I composed it. All rights are mine. And legally, I always have any song that I publish, I literally I have the copyright to through the actual music catalog in the Americas.
Yeah,
so
that's yours.
It is mine. And so, and it's so funny why it just sidetracked really quickly. The reason why I made sure that my rights are in the America, the music rights, the reason I ended up doing that was because back in 2008, I feel like maybe 2009, I wrote a song, and one of the lyrics was, I mean, I'm not saying oh my god, I thought of this. I'm pretty sure people said it before I did, but it just felt so freaking weird that there's a song by Pink, and she sings it with the guy from
Is it the Just Give Me a Reason song?
Is it the
Just give me a reason, just a little bit. That one.
Keep singing it.
I don't want to get copyrighted.
Just a second, we're not broken,
we're
just bent.
Bent.
So
yeah.
my chorus was like that.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, and I had written that song before that song came out. So when it came out and I heard it on the radio, I was like, did this guy literally just rip me off? Because I had it up on the YouTubes. So that's why I started privating a lot of my videos.
Right.
Because I got paranoid and I was like, Well, I can't really even, like, how would I even, I mean, I don't even have the, first of all, I'm a kid, you know, but yeah, and that lyric, we're not broken, just bent. And I was like,
dang.
Nah, dude. So, you know, just for legal reasons and to calm, ease my mind. Anyway, yeah, so yeah, I give permission to our podcast to play my song, I guess.
I sure hope so.
So yeah, I wanted to start off the story, if you don't mind. And then by the end of all of this, we'll play the song.
Okay, sounds good.
So, it's so funny. I feel like we always like change our story of how we met to like everyone that we meet. Like I feel like everyone knows a different version.
I say the same version of people.
So I was well, first of all, listen, I met, I guess on, not in person yet, but we met, I think it was February 15th. It was after Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
And
2020.
2020,
the
February.
year.
Yeah. Who knew? No one knew. And I also remember that day because I bought a new car. It was a used car. It was new to me.
Right.
And so it was just a very cool day in general. And I had been curious about using Tinder for a while. And it was until I got Tinder, and then the app was, you know, you're just scrolling, and you're like, man, no one's like it. No one's it. Like maybe I match with someone, you know, little chit chat, and then I just stopped responding because I just wasn't. I was like, man, I'm not interested. Yeah, this is stupid. So, I think it was a couple days before, or maybe a day before I met you. I got the little pop-up ad that said, "Oh, buy gold Tinder for $59.99 or whatever." And I considered it, and then I was like, nah, whatever. I kept on scrolling, and I was like, well, it says 7 people like me.
Wow.
But I can't see them. So, you know, the gold membership showed you who you liked and how, and you can like super like and all this stuff. So I was like, whatever, I'll do it. $60, it's fine. And so I got it. And then I saw everyone that liked me, and I didn't like them back. I was like, geez, I just, you know?
Yeah.
But I have a conspiracy.
Of course you do.
I think that Tinder kind of exposes a different layer of users when you buy memberships from them.
Okay, like a different demographic.
Because why was it that all of a sudden, Alyssa, you came up?
And it wasn't before.
You weren't before, you know?
It's a good question.
Because I'm pretty sure you were you active on there when we started talking?
Yeah.
Okay, you see?
Yeah.
And what was the distance between us? Like
30 miles?
30 miles?
Something like that?
Yeah, and I had it at like 100 miles. And yeah, so it just started from there. I saw her profile, and I was afraid to swipe. Is it right? Do you swipe right if you like them?
Yeah.
I was afraid to swipe right because if you swipe and you don't match, I think you lose them. Like you lose their profile because you didn't match, you know? And I was like, or if I do swipe right and she hasn't liked me yet, well, I don't know if you'll find me, you know?
Right.
And so I clicked on her profile because I was just scrolling through her pictures and just like hard eyes. And I read her little bio. I wish I remembered what her bio said.
You should have screenshotted it. Yeah, I don't even remember.
Yeah. And I kept on scrolling down, and I saw that her Instagram was linked. And then I was like, yes, more pictures, you know? And so I clicked on her Instagram, and yeah, I also just remember you The picture that stands out the most to me is the picture on your profile where you're standing in front of your Honda, your black car, your black Honda. I guess you had just gotten the car or something. And
I was in the black dress.
Yeah, you were in a black dress. I don't know.
Interesting. That's so random.
Yeah, it wasn't like a selfie or anything. It was just you like in front of your car kind of thing. And I don't know. I was just like picturing of like, oh, I wonder how short I would be next to her, or I wonder how tall she is, and like what perfume is she wearing, and like just things like that. Just being like super gay.
As you do.
As usual. And then so I was like, yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna DM her.
Slid in there.
Yeah. So I sent her a message and I was like, hey, Alyssa. And I don't know if I told you if that I found you on Tinder or not.
I don't think in the beginning, no.
Yeah, no, because I also didn't want to seem like a creep,
right? I mean, but obviously, like I put my Instagram
exactly.
on. I invited it.
I was just more like, oh well, I don't know. I don't want to say that I found you on Tinder, and then I'm creeping on you now.
When you messaged me and I saw that and I went to look at your profile, I was like, wait a minute, someone like DM'd me on Instagram that's actually cute? Like, that doesn't happen. I was like, okay, hold on. I can work with this.
And like I previously mentioned, I was getting a car. I had gotten my keys. It was like afternoon. I texted her, like, I messaged you like in the morning-ish, maybe noon.
Yeah, maybe like noonish, early afternoon at the latest.
And I was just trying to get the keys to my new car and sign the rest of the paperwork to sign the title over, because it was a used car. So I was, waiting for the owner to get there. And so I just stopped responding after a few messages, and I called up my friend. Yeah, probably. I called my friend Kevin, and I was like, yo, dude, I just got a new car. I'll pick you up. We'll go celebrate. We're moving up. Let's go to Dave and Buster's, whatever. Let's go do it. And I remember, honestly, I probably invited like a friend that was kind of like, we had met. I've known her since we were in elementary, and we saw each other at that same Dave and Buster's maybe earlier in the month, and we just kind of connected there. And so it was kind of like, oh, hey, like me and Kevin are gonna be here, let's hang out kind of thing. And then so, yeah, I mean, me and Kevin were there for a while. We had a few drinks, and the friend wasn't showing up. And then I think that was when I got Alyssa's message, like, so.
I was like, so did you want to talk? Or I was like, no, like, I'm not letting her ghost me. Screw that. Like, yeah, she's cute, and she actually messaged me.
And then I was like, oh, yeah, I'm talking to this cute girl. Like, yeah, I'm sorry, and I told you, I was like, I got busy and stuff. Yeah. And then the friend showed up after, and and I was like, I don't know, like, well, Kevin, here's my friend, whatever, and introduced them. And then I was just glued to my phone after that, for sure. And eventually I stopped because we were all hanging out, so it was like. And the next morning, I'm pretty sure I texted you first. I think I messaged you first, and I was like, oh, maybe we can like meet up for lunch today or something, but you were sick.
Yeah,
you were sick, and I was like, well, I can bring you.
You want some soup or some tea?
Yeah,
it was very sweet.
But well, yeah. I mean, like, it was also an excuse to try to see you.
See me, yeah. Yeah, but also I was like, I don't want her to see me when I'm sick, like, as our first time meeting, Yeah,
I guess so. I just didn't. Yeah. I didn't care.
Yeah, I know.
I was just like, I just want to see you.
Yeah. So we talked like for like a week straight as I was like healing and getting better, like every day, all day kind of thing
Oh
for
my
like
God.
a week.
I would wake up. I was the first to. I was like working at 7 o'clock, so I would wake up at like 5:36 maybe, and that was the first thing I'd do. Just like look at her picture, text her, and then like I'd be at work and around 9 maybe 9 between 9 and 10, she'd respond. And my heart would just, oh my God, I could explode just because she was just texting me. And I was like, so, like, when can we see? When do we, when's our first date?
Yeah, so finally, like a week, I think a week exactly, like maybe 8 days max, we set a date to meet up. We were going to go meet at the Coffee Bean in Simi Valley in California. And I just love this part. I think it's so cute. Like before the date, like Marlene met up with her friends at the mall and they helped her buy a whole new outfit for our date. And I just love the effort. Like, oh, this is so adorable.
Yeah, I cared. I was like, well, I want to look good. I don't want to look too, I don't want to do the whole button up thing, but I still want to.
Because it's just like a coffee date.
Yeah, it's just a coffee date. I still want to look cool,
You
and
did.
Just have like new clothes,
It was very nice. But yeah, so we got coffee.
So we pulled up.
Well, yeah, we pulled up and got out of the car. And at first, Marlene was pretty like timid and like a little reserved. And I was like, oh no, I hope she like still likes me in person. That's like always was a fear of mine. Was like that they couldn't really tell what I looked like in the pictures, and they would be disappointed in like real life. But I guess she was just like nervous, and she also told me she was an inch taller than she actually was. So she was thinking I wasn't gonna like how short she is.
Hey, you never know. There's there's girls out there that don't want to date like shorter than they are, And yeah. I knew by looking at your picture, I knew you were already taller than I was.
Right.
So,
but it's perfect. You fit right against my heart. I love your height.
Yeah, now I've grown to love it. I feel like I probably, If it was any other person, I feel like I'd be like, I don't know.
All insecure.
Yeah, because I also I didn't like to date like tall girls. Obviously,
No, I get it.
I'm not gonna, it's just weird. It's weird to me. So I get it. People don't like shorties.
I do.
I can't really do tallies. So,
but yeah, so we.
But I was shy though.
She was shy and just like nervous, but I thought she didn't like me. And I was like, oh no.
I was just also trying to play it cool.
Right.
I was trying to like. I didn't drink that night until we got to dinner, and I was trying to.
Well, let's back it up. So we just had a coffee date.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm trying to say is that like, even on dates before our date, like with other people, I would like drink at least a little bit just so I can like kind of loosen up.
Yeah, loosey goosey.
And I was like, no, I want to go like fucking just straight up like sober, figure it out, like be in a right mind,
and see if we like mesh as like our true selves,
yeah.
Which we did. We like sat at that coffee place. She wasn't like a coffee drinker, and so she just got the drink that I get, and she said she loved it, but I did get her into that coffee place. But we sat there for like probably a good hour just talking the whole time.
Right, yeah.
And then we were done with our coffees like a while like before we stopped talking. And we were like, so, I mean, are you busy after this? Like, we didn't want it to end. So then we, like, randomly decided to go bowling. Like, because we were like, what else is there to do?
Yeah.
And neither one of us had been bowling in years.
Right.
And so that was fun. It was just, like, more time to spend together. And we didn't even really talk much at bowling, but there was just like such a vibe to it, and it was just so good, and like we already felt so comfortable with each other.
Oh man, yeah.
It was so good.
It was really good.
And so then when we finished our game, we still didn't want to like say goodbye.
And I was like, so you hungry?
Are you hungry? I was like, well, there is this place over at my mall I love, like if you want to get dinner. So we went over to my mall and we got stacked. Oh, such a good restaurant. It's closed now.
RIP.
For real.
But yeah, so I was like excited to get a drink because I have a,
right,
didn't have it. I wanted to loosen up a little more.
Right.
And yeah, we got to dinner, and now I let her go first. I let her order everything first. Ever since this incident, it's not a bad thing. It's just funny to me. And so, yeah, the waitress asked us what we wanted to drink. They always ask drinks first, and I was like, "Oh, I'll get a Coke and whiskey, a Coke and Jack and Coke." And she was like, "And for you?" And Alyssa's like, "Just some water's fine." And I'm like, "Is she really not gonna fucking drink? Like, what's going on?" And it turns out she's not much of a drinker, which my mom absolutely loves that about.
She thinks
Alyssa.
I'm a good match for Marley.
Yep. And I'm like, you know what? It's probably is a good thing that you don't drink, because I feel like we'd go crazy.
Yeah, they wouldn't be safe.
They wouldn't be safe at all. But yeah, it gave me that liquid courage gave me some courage to ask her for like a picture together.
I loved that so much.
What did you think when I asked you if I could?
I like knew that you liked me.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
That was it?
So it was a good feeling. Yeah. We're just gaily staring at each other right now.
It's because
it always brings us back to like that feeling, and it like feels like new all over again. Yeah. It's weird, but I love it.
I love it too. It makes me I literally feel it in my heart right now.
Yeah. So then after dinner, we got our picture, and then we got back to the car, and
I still didn't want to go home.
No. And I mean, if it's okay to say, like, that is where we shared our first kiss after dinner in the car. It was, yeah. I was like already like feeling her so much. It was so good.
Yeah, it was good.
So then, yeah, we didn't want to say goodbye yet. So I was like, let me show you my hometown. And I literally drove her all around Moore Park where I grew up and stuff. And then eventually at like midnight, we met up at 3 p.m. for coffee. And then after midnight, I dropped her back off at her car in the coffee parking lot. Yeah. And we said goodnight.
Yeah.
And I literally left that date being like, oh my God, wow.
Same.
That was something else, man.
I would have been so tired by the end of that day, but
yeah, because you had to get up early for work.
Yes, but I was like over the moon. I was so excited. I was so happy. I was like, man, I haven't felt this in so long.
Same. Yeah. That was like, honestly, I had been craving that so much, just like that connection with somebody.
Yeah, me too, actually. Like, I feel like a lot of us look towards like other things to kind of heal, or feel something, and I really think that Alyssa I think I just wanted love, and I feel like that's all you gave me from like the very beginning, like the start. And I feel like that's what really, some people do really well like through their healing journey, on their own, and finding meditation and hiking and all
finding themselves.
Yeah, finding themselves. But I think I needed love to help me heal myself. And yeah, I'm just so thankful for that, because people are always like, no, it's not until you love yourself that you'll find someone to love you. And it's like, okay, for some people,
right, it's okay if it does happen that way,
right? But for some of us, I feel like we need a person to kind of help us get out of I don't know, get out of
that place.
Yeah, get out of that place.
Well, I'm glad I could be that person for
I love you, babe.
I love you. We're getting married.
I know.
Yay.
Or we got married already.
Well, yeah, if we're in their point of view, if we're wearing their shoes, but we ain't.
Yeah, but
yeah, that was how we met.
That is how we met.
That's the story of us.
That's the true form of it. We're always like, oh, just an Instagram DM, but no, it was actually freaking Tinder, and Tinder should have what's the word when they pay for your
sponsor?
Yeah, Tinder should have sponsored our wedding.
Yeah, because we are the only people that's ever gotten married off of there.
So what? And they should have like you buy the gold membership and
right.
your
your
relationship is successful. We'll pay for your wedding.
Yeah,
or at least the honeymoon.
Yeah, I think
All
that's
inclusive.
a good idea. Well, is this where we show them your song?
Yeah, it's probably a good idea.
All right. Anything? Are we gonna end it there after the song, or are we coming back to us?
I
think maybe
we'll come back to us.
Come back to us.
Yeah.
All right.
Alrighty. So
here's the song.
Yeah,
enjoy it.
Tell me, why do I believe it's over now? 'Cause I know I've been here before, and I don't wanna hurt no more. Everybody told me I should settle down. Oh baby girl, you're getting old, and any love can burn out cold. So maybe somewhere, someday I can find a place to go with someone I can be myself and call her heart my home. Well, thank God I found you, baby. Thank all my lucky stars. Thank every path I've taken, all the ones that broke my heart. Thank every broken memory, all the ones that played their part. 'Cause I know everything that killed us only brought us where we are. Maybe I could fix you up a better bed, somewhere you can lay your head. So trust in me. Find a little house somewhere in Tennessee, baby, only you and me. Some cats and dogs too. So maybe somewhere, someday I can find a place to go with someone I can be myself and call her heart my home. Well, thank God I found you, baby. Thank all my lucky stars. Thank every path I've taken, all the ones that broke my heart. Thank every broken memory, all the ones that played their part. 'Cause I know everything that killed us only brought us where we are. Babe, it's the perfect place to be where we are. I see us in love at 93, where we are. I'm kissing the freckles on your cheek, where we are. Babe, it's the perfect place to be. Well, thank God I found you, baby. Thank all my lucky stars. Thank every path I've taken, all the ones that broke my heart. Thank every broken memory, all the ones that played their part. 'Cause I know everything that killed us only brought us where we are. Where we are. Where we are. Wow.
Wasn't that beautiful, everybody? She wrote it. This person
did.
over here, right to my left, she made that whole thing by herself.
I did. I love you, babe.
I love you.
I'm so happy I married you.
Yeah, same. It was such a great wedding. Beautiful. Had the time of my life.
Same.
And we're in the UK right now. Isn't it awesome here?
Oh, wow.
Well, look at that castle over there. Look at the stone floor.
Oh, wow. There's just the binks on the floor in front of us right now.
Yeah, that's real life right now. But in just a few days, we will be having our wedding and in the UK. And I'm so excited.
Indeed. But yeah, that was... Thanks for tuning in, for trusting me with this first episode. I hope you had a good time.
Good time. Enjoyed the story.
Yeah. I hope so.
I did. I always love retelling and rehearing that story.
Yeah,
it makes me
too.
happy.
But yeah, thanks for joining in. Thanks for lending me your ears.
We'll have another different episode for you after this one, and then we will return to our regularly scheduled programming of spooky things.
Yes, so until then, please send us your suggestions, any personal experiences, scary stories, cryptids,
true crimes,
conspiracies,
all the things.
Tell us what your love story is.
Oh, yes, please.
Yeah.
I'd love to hear that.
Yeah, I would love to hear it too, actually.
And where can they send them?
And you can send all of those things or one of those things to whatsyourfavoritescarystory@gmail.com, or
you can DM us on Instagram, also at whatsyourfavoritescarystory.
Or you can get one of those, buy one of those jets with the big flags.
Oh, where they
in the
write
back.
in smoke?
Oh, I guess so. I was thinking
with the flag.
with the banner in the back.
I guess my mind was going to like the witch in the Wizard of Oz on her broomstick, and she's like writing the paragraph in green smoke.
Oh, right.
You can do it that way. You can send us a telegraph, Morse code, a pigeon.
A pigeon messenger?
Yeah, however you want to tell us your things, we'll take them.
Okie dokie.
All right. On that note, we'll see you on the next fun episode, and we love you guys. So remember to
stay spooky.